Now a play fake it at Stafford. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Harris now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
29, 29, 6-18.
On 1st down, Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Carr. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sean Robinson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Riddick. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Set. Blue 60.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Big 20. 32. On the ball.
Out of the gun, Stafford toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down at Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 66 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw, it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 61 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On first and goal, Washington. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. On first down, Stafford here. The completion to Riddick. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Riddick with a carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Stafford on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, it's Riddick. Room here to run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. second down. Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Bruce Irvin, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Throwing is Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
All right, get set, brother. Low, low, low. Express. 24. 694.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now, 618. Go, go. Get set, get set. Hey, 734. Hey, here we go. Let's hunt.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. He sets to fire deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go now, let's go. 3 down. Hey, check.
After the interception, here's Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the ball. Let's go. Come on, man. Pick it up. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got 4.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
7:34. Down. 280. 24.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Riddick. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go back to Riddick. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Now Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hey, tag 32! Tag 32! Switch!
Throwing on 1st down. Stafford. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he...
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Raiders pick it up, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Express.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jared Davis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hurry up, get set.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Carr now on 1st down. And Roberts with it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Carr now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Carr gives to Marshall. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Express. 29. 29. Push it up. Hey, 734.
Now a play fake. Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
734. Purdue.
From the gun, it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, 22. Hey, 22.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Stafford on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Low. 29.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Roberts. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Carr now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jonathan Freeney coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
29. 6, 37. Hey.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Flush to him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing just about on his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Stafford now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey. 4 down.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now it's Stafford. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt.